Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we're going to be talking about itch scratchers and placeholders today. What is an itch scratcher and what is a placeholder? Well, I talked about a little bit the last video I did about Halle Berry and her man Van Hunt. What is he? And so we're going to get into today in a little bit more detail, because if you're looking at this video for the first time, you may be wondering what I'm talking about, an itch scratcher and a placeholder. But some of you women out there know what an itch scratcher and a placeholder is. So let's get busy with it, okay? We're going to talk about it. You're listening to the Hear Me Out podcast with your host, S.W. Griffin. Hit the like button and subscribe. So, we're talking about relationships today. What is a placeholder and what is an itch scratcher? Well, if you're in a relationship and you're a woman and you have a man that's only there to scratch your itch and he's a placeholder also, then what is he? Well, he's the guy that's going to give it to you when you get horny and you need some release. And so he's your itch scratcher. Now, you may have a battery itch scratcher, batteryized itch scratcher. You know what I'm talking about. The little toy toys that you stick the batteries in or you plug in and you stick it down and well, that's an itch scratcher too. Well, some women use men and some men use women as itch scratchers and placeholders. They're only there to scratch that itch and be a placeholder until the right one comes along. And I was talking about that in the last video when I was talking about Halle Berry's kiss with Adrian Brody at the Oscars. See, when they first kissed in 2003, they both were single. It didn't matter because they both were single. So he was single at the time, she was single at the time, and he walks out on stage and gives her a big fat kiss, tongue and all, and she liked it, and the crowd clapped and everything, and everybody was into it, and it was okay. But this time around at the Oscars, she comes to the Oscar by herself. She leaves her boyfriend, Van Hunt. He's a musician. He's also won a Grammy in music. I don't know what type of music what genre of music he won a Grammy in for, but he won a Grammy in music. And she left him at home watching the kids while she went to the Grammys by herself. And out in the foyer at the Grammys, she walks up to Adrian Brody. His girlfriend is there with him, and she walks up to him and gives him a big fat kiss in front of her and looks around at his girlfriend holding on to her at the same time, talking about she was just getting revenge for the kiss he gave her at the Oscars in 2003. Well, that's out of place. See, if those two could have hooked up, but they really liked each other back then because they were both single. But now she has a man. He's at home watching her kids, and he has a woman standing right next to him. That is inappropriate. So why did she do that? Well, Mr. Van Hunt, her boyfriend, he's just an itch scratcher. He's a placeholder. Now, if you ever looked at a company and all their personnel, and they may have pictures of all the officers of the company and so forth. Or if you looked at IMDb, International Movie Database, and you look at the people that are in the film, and they'll have their names, but some of the photos they don't have with some of the people, so they'll just have a blank picture of a silhouette of a guy or silhouette of a woman. It's a woman if they don't have a current picture. That's what you call a placeholder. Well, Van Hunt is just a silhouette. He's a picture of a blank guy holding a place until Halle Berry gets the real picture in the head of the guy that she really wants. As soon as she does, he's out the picture. He's just there to scratch that itch. When she gets horny at night, she can roll over and let Van Hunt scratch that itch. So basically, he's just a dildo attached to a body. He's a vibrator attached to a body. But he ain't nobody special to her. Listen, she said that he was the perfect man for her life at this point in time. Listen to the wording very carefully because it didn't come out that way by accident. That's what's in her mind. He's the perfect guy for her life at this point in time. And only for at this point in time, because as soon as she can find a better man that has more is a higher quality man that has more prestige, that has more je ne sais quoi, as they would say. That's one of Sammy Davis Jr.'s favorite words that he used to say, je ne sais quoi. It's a really fancy word to describe you having what they call the it factor. The it factor. Once she finds the guy that has the it factor, she's going to get rid of that placeholder and put the real picture of the guy that she wants to be with in that space. He's a placeholder. He's an itch scratcher. And men and women have placeholders and itch scratchers. Women have placeholders and itch scratchers. I didn't heard women talk about it. Well, he's just a placeholder until I find out what I really want. So, is it right? No. You're allowing somebody to use you and then toss you away when you're no longer useful because you're just there for the time. You're a warm body. As a man, for a woman, you're a warm body and an erection when she needs it. You're a warm body and an erection when she needs an erection to get on top of and ride and get her grind off and get that release. And for a woman who's an itch scratcher, for a man, you're just a piece of pussy. Just to be honest, a piece of pussy that he can get it in and get his jollies off until the right woman comes along. And then he's going to replace you with the real picture of the person in that placeholder where you used to be as his main squeeze or as her main squeeze and when she finds the right guy. So there's itch scratchers. Looking at the pictures on the screen, you'll see an itch scratcher and you'll see a female itch scratcher. It's a picture of a cucumber, but that's the best I could do. I just couldn't bring myself to put a real dildo up there. So I want to keep it a little bit clean, but talk about it realistically. So if you're an itch scratcher, you're just a temporary person to fill the need until they find the right one, until they find a desirable one that they really want to be with. And if you're being used as an itch scratcher and a placeholder, you need to know that. You need to know that and move on and find you somebody. It's not right to use somebody that way. See, people don't want to take the time and really look in the mirror and examine themselves and say, what do I really want out of life? What type of person do I really want? And then go out and look for that type of person or pray about it and wait until God sends the right person that you really want to be with. But using somebody as an itch scratcher and a placeholder just to get your jollies off is not right at all. Men, do you want to be a dildo with a body attached to it? A vibrator? You're just her electric buddy with a real body. Women have these electric buddies. I work for a company. I'll say this I work for a company. This is about 8 or 9 years ago. And we sold products over the internet. And my job at the company was that I would sit at this desk and I had a computer screen and everything. And they would bring products out to me and I had to find the best way to ship them, the cheapest way to ship them, the fastest way to ship them. And once I did that, I would print out the shipping labels because we had labels for UPS, UPS, and FedEx, and DL, and all the other carriers. And I stick the product in a box and ship it out. Well, one day I came to work and they brought me out a pallet that had 1,500 electric dildos on them in all colors. And I shipped out 1,500 dildos. I did not know that many people or that many women were ordering electric buddies, and they shaped just like penises, but they were purple, green, blue. They were from all the same company, but they had them with different colors. And I shipped out 1,500 of those suckers in one day. And you're printing out the labels and you see the names on the label, and it'd be women, and sometimes it'd be a guy. I don't know if he was ordering it for his buddy or I don't know what the deal was with that. Well, maybe he was ordering for his girlfriend to keep her happy when he was way off on the road or something. I don't know exactly what it is, but it had me in. I was just laughing the whole day just shipping those things out. I had no idea that so many people were ordering electric buddies, electric bedroom buddies. It just blew me away. I said, "Oh my God!" I had no idea. I had no idea that so many people wanted those things, and I guess they had a sale on them, and I guess they were a pretty good model. They were pretty good model. And they were their little battery electric buddies, So, look, man, you don't want to be an electric buddy for a woman with a body attached to it. You don't want to be a placeholder, a blank face, until she can find the right face to fill that spot on that roster in that company or on her table of life. She's got a table of life and you're just a blank picture in it for right now. Or he's got a table of life, and lady, you're just a blank picture in it until he finds the right lady. Don't let people use you that way. You don't have to be someone's a bedroom buddy and then be tossed away. Find you a man, ladies, that you really want to be with. Men, find you a woman that you really want to be with. And don't be using people as itch scratchers and placeholders. Well, listen, I'm going to wrap this up, but here's the thing. We all play the fool sometime. Everybody plays the fool sometime, as the song goes. Maybe factual, maybe cruel, but everybody plays a fool. And when you find out that you've been played a fool, you do something about it. You don't stay in the situation, you get out of it. So if someone's using you as an itch scratcher or a placeholder, you tell them you're not their electric little buddy. If you're a guy, you tell them, I'm not your dildo. I'm not your dildo attached to a body. Don't be a dildo. Don't be a vibrator attached to a body being used for some woman to get her itch scratched, and vice versa. You women out there, don't you be used by a man so he can scratch his itch and then toss you aside. Now, if you don't care and it's okay with you, fine. That's your business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm just telling you. So you can do what you want with the information, but now you officially know what an itch scratcher and a placeholder is, and the significance of the meaning of both. So with that, I'm gonna bid you a good day. God bless. Keep the peace and keep praying. You've been listening to the Hear Me Out broadcast with S.W. Griffin. Hit the like and subscribe button.